coming back to omnichannel marketing, right? Now, fortunately, you were a generation, we are a generation where it became omnichannel. It's not like we were born into a digital world. There was this transition. If you go back to from like standalone stores, modern trade to online, and there was this entire transition. One of the biggest challenges, I think, is the mind shift change that has to happen in an organization, right? So how does an organization move its entire strategy? And like if you look at an organization like Pantaloon or Aster, like to move from a comfort zone of doing marketing which is only on specific channels, how does an organization move into a very structured approach to omnichannel marketing?
So, Lijo, if you look at businesses that own their own channel, so examples of these would be something like a Pantaloons or something like an Aster Hospitals, Aster Clinics, right? Where you own the final touch point with the consumer and you also own the product. There is obviously a huge amount of applicability to omnichannel. But having said that, even players like an Apple or Nestle can embrace omnichannel.
Right.
And this is while we're using the term is quite new and reasonably new rather. But even back in the day, 20 years ago, when I started marketing, you still had multiple touch points that you had that you could use to tell a story. You had obviously ATL marketing.
Right.
Now, ATL has a number of different components. You would have the still images you see on print and on outdoor. You see moving images that you see on video. You also have radio. The kind of conversation you have across these needs to be blended and integrated, right? It isn't as simple as shooting a TV and basically putting the audio part of that on radio. There needs to be a coherent message that uses that medium to its full potential. Then you had BTL, right? You had visibility that was outside stores, there was visibility inside stores.
Right.
In an FMCG context, the owning the aisle that the consumer is shopping at is really important. So
Right.
if you own the chocolate aisle, that becomes really important. It gives you a lot of credibility in that space. You could also use things like couponing via your retailers, bills, etc., or the magazines in store in terms of modern trade to provide some promotional content. All of which integrates in your overall message. So omnichannel, while it's something that's probably most relevant to a D2C player, whether it's offline or online, is also relevant to other brands that operate purely in FMCG or personal devices space.